What's poppin' T Squad? It's your girl Keisha, aka Color Me Pynk, and today I am here with the wonderfully, beautifully talented Winter Williams from Love and Marriage DC. Winter, say what up to the T Squad.
What up? What up? Hey, everybody.
This interview has been long awaited. We thoroughly enjoyed the interview that we did last year with you for season 1. Now we are back with season 2, which season 2 hasn't wrapped. We're at the mid
Yeah.
place mark with season 2, and then we'll get the next 10 episodes. But we're going to talk about everything that has gone down in the first half of this season. But what I did this time is I gave my channel members the opportunity to ask you questions for themselves, girl.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
they had a lot of things they wanted to ask you.
Okay.
So first off, I have from, hope I'm saying her name correctly, Loyana Dale. She said, I really like Winter. Asked her if it's difficult starting a new relationship while doing a reality show. And please ask her about her workout and eating regime because she looks wonderful.
Well, I'll start with the eating and workout. I've been doing intermittent fasting and
Ooh.
really just kind of minding what I put in my body. I actually suffer from 2 autoimmune disorders. And so I gained a lot of the weight from being on a steroid treatment. A lot of people don't know that. And so I was 167 pounds last summer because
Okay.
of that treatment. And I was like, I can't. By the time I reached my birthday, I was like, girl, you got to do something. And so I've had a lot of success with fasting in the past. And so I just really got back on it. And so to date, I'm actually down 44 pounds. So I'm
Congratulations.
and 23 pounds as of this morning. So I'm a big believer in intermittent fasting. I'm a big believer in multivitamins and really just finding what works for your body. I'm a convenient vegan, not a full vegan, meaning I still got my meat every now and then. But for the most part, I do try to, adhere to a vegetarian or vegan lifestyle. Now, is it difficult starting a new relationship? Absolutely, 1000%. It is very difficult because I did not plan for this to happen. As you guys see it happen on the show, it's really how it happened in real life. And we just hit it off. But for me, coming out of a divorce, I'm also very mindful that I don't want to make the same mistakes over. So I thought it was an opportunity for me as a reality TV star who's on reality TV to be honest about what dating after divorce looks like and what it looks like to really take your time, explore your options. And if you see a good candidate, then you guys can move forward and see, whether or not it's going to work out. I'm a firm believer at this point in my life, not to put all my eggs in one basket.
Yes.
And so we really are just dating. What the future holds, only God knows. But
Exactly.
I'm okay with it not going the distance, to be perfectly honest. Like, I think for me, it was just a breath of fresh air coming off of what I've
Yeah.
been. And I think it was definitely good for the audience to see. They'll get more of that the next 10 episodes. But Winter is just out here in these dating streets living her best life,
Okay.
feeling real good at this 41 years of age and just excited. It's a lot of great stuff happening. So yes, it is hard. You just have to be true to yourself. That's all you can do.
Yes. I'm 41 as well. Isn't 41 a good age? Like,
Girl, it's wonderful.
yes.
I wish I had started here before I started my 20s
Ooh.
because it's just some stuff, y'all, I'm not going to tolerate anymore.
Mm-mm.
You're not going
No.
to get me here at this big age having me tolerating anything. I just can't. Like, Keisha, I've learned a little bit about your story. Like, I try to do my homework on different bloggers and platforms before I do an interview. Queuing is very good about that to make sure my brand aligns. But, I've heard a little bit about your story, and when you've gone through a lot in life, you get to this age and it's like, you know what? I have busted my ass to be confident, love myself, go
Yep.
after my dreams, and just be sure I'm not sacrificing that for
No.
anybody. And so
No.
that puts me at an advantage, even while dating. Is he a great guy? Yes, but I still don't put all my eggs in one basket because it's too early, it's too soon, and
Mm-hmm.
it's just giving me the confidence to be like, Winter, just try it. If you don't like it, girl, it's good, it's okay. You
Yep.
have the opportunity to continue living your life, but I'm not willing to sacrifice this goodness that God has given me. Like, God has been so good to me this
Yes.
season. There's so many amazing things happening in my life. I want the right person beside me, and I've learned and made enough mistakes to give myself the grace to take the time to make sure I make the right choice. So when I say I do again, it's going to be I'm done, because I want it to be to the person that I know, is truly, truly meant for me. And so, yes, I love being 41. It's great.
Yes, because nothing like I always tell my viewers, now that I have found peace,
Yes. Mm,
I can't sacrifice that for nobody.
mm.
Nobody. When you have peace
Listen
within
here.
yourself, within your
Yes.
home, within your family, within your friends, within your career, you're thriving. You're not trying to let nobody come into your space that's about to disrupt that in any type of way. And you hold that so near and dear, like, I will cut you.
Don't make me run, Keisha. Don't
That
make me
is
run
the
out
truth.
here.
Yes, that is the God's honest truth. Let me ask you a question. So going into that podcast that day, did you even know that they were trying to set you up, or did you literally find out when you walked in and y'all were?
No, told me nothing. They literally said, my producer was like, girl, make sure you look cute. I was like, I always look cute. Say less. Say less. Corey had freshly curled my hair. I had done like a little natural beat on myself, but I was like, say less. We coming to crush this podcast. They didn't tell me the topic. They didn't tell me who my co-host was going to be. Literally, my producer and Sherelle was like, girl, make sure you look cute.
Okay.
Like, okay. So that's why when you guys see me walk into the podcast, I'm like sashaying because they told me to look cute. And I'm like, I showed up looking cute, girl.
Like, what's next? Okay.
Let's go. So when he walked in, I was like,
Did you initially find him attractive when he first walked in?
I thought he was a nice looking guy. So I'm not the type. It's very few men in this world, honey, that can get a reaction out of me like that. Like I thought he was I thought he was a nice looking guy. Honey, the only person that get me smooning and about to pass out is Tank and Idris and Amari Hart.
Yes. Yes.
Honey, I'm not going to be able to stand if I ever meet Idris. I actually met Amari and I've actually met Tank. And
Yes.
both times I got weak in the knees. I literally thought I was going to pass out both times. I'm not even kidding with you. Because for me, I'm short. So I'm like 5'3".
I am too.
Yes, even 5'3", no more, no less.
Yep.
So I'm short. I'm going to be shorter than most people. And I
Mhm.
love tall men. But for
too.
me, I love a man that's in shape and ripped and Amari and Tank are in very good shape. So
Yeah,
to
they
hug
are.
them and to smell, I was like, they smell so good. And anyway, child. So he was, he's a nice looking guy, but I'm not no diss to him whatsoever, but
Yeah.
it wasn't gonna evoke that type of emotion. It was just like, okay, he's cute.
Mhm.
And I didn't think anything of it. We just carried on with the interview. So when they got to the end, I'm like, these ninjas, I cannot believe y'all are doing this to me right now. So when I think you guys kind of see us being a little weirded out. Like I could not stop laughing. Honestly, had so much nervous laughter. I could not quit laughing because I was like, this is bananas. I literally cannot believe they did your girl like this. So y'all, it's all real. Like there was nothing produced or staged. I was like, oh my God, what have I got myself?
Wow, that
Yep.
is crazy. Okay, so Crystal Green away says, ask her if she could add someone to their cast from any reality show. Who would it be and why?
And I've been asked this before. Who did I say? I would love to see Candace Dillard on our show.
Ooh,
I would love to see her do a little pop in because she knows a lot of people on our cast. I just met her recently, her and Chris actually. So I would love to see Candace. And believe it or not, Phaedra would crack me up on this show.
Oh, yes. Yes.
I
Yes.
think her and I would be fast friends.
Oh, I could see you guys being the new freaking frack. For real, for real, for real. And Candace up against you or either Ashley or either Joy would make for stellar television. The reads and the shades would be legendary.
Absolutely.
OMG.
I'm compared often to her. She said, I've heard your name quite a bit. She said, and I hear it too. I say, we have very similar reading styles. And I think that's why we probably both hear it. The intellectual reads,
Yes.
intellectual shade is
Yes.
definitely our thing. I don't have the crying down, but I don't have the triangle. I don't have all that. But definitely the read of it all. The intellectual shade would definitely be lethal. It would be funny to see her do a crossover with us.
Yes. Carlos needs to do a girls trip like Real Housewives does with the Ultimate Girls Trip with the Love and Marriage franchise and the Bell Collective. Put all of you together. That would be insanity.
So do you know what's so funny for me? I don't know what has happened in the last 6 to 9 months, but coincidentally, and it may just be from me being on the reality show, but I've connected with so many other celebrities now, but I connect with a lot of different cast members from other shows who I regularly keep in contact with. But I'm telling you now, I told Carlos, if you ever want to plot me over in the Bell Collective, they're my people.
I would
Send me
love
over
to
there.
see that crossover.
Send
Oh
me over there.
my
I said, I don't
God.
know what your problem is, but you need to go ahead and send me over there. Those are my people. Latrice and I are actually cool. Is it Tamra?
Tamra, yeah.
Tamra and I are cool. I don't want to get her name wrong. Tamra and I are cool. And then I got an opportunity to, it's not Latrice. I know Latrice. What's the other one?
Letitia.
I want to say it's Letitia. We did a panel together, so we are connected through social media. And I talked to Bree from Grown in Gospel, but there's a lot of different weird intersects. But Latrice is my birthday twin. That's my girl. I was like, we could probably do some damage if I came in like.
Yes, because y'all got that good old Southern shade, child, down pat, that bless your heart shade where you don't even know it's coming.
And by the time it's cut you, honey, you already bleeding.
So Baps says, Winter, are you really happy filming with this group of people? Do they treat you badly off camera?
So was it challenging coming into season 2, coming off of season 1? Yes, saints of God, it was. I needed Jesus to be a fence all around me.
I know you did.
But happy to report. One of the things I share is that when you are on the outside of a reality group that essentially is very tight, you have to leave your ego at the door.
Mm-hmm.
Do I feel like I was solely responsible for all of the drama last season? No. And I maintain that. That's just the truth of it all. They did wrong things. I did wrong things. But when you're on the outside, you have to come in with a level of humility if you really want to make it work.
Yeah.
And I personally believe I earned the right to be back second season. And it was really due me to return, but I understood what I was up against. I do wholeheartedly believe that it was helpful that Monique didn't return, because I don't know that we would have gotten to the place that we've gotten to with her being mixed. And that's no disrespect to her, but it didn't work out well season 1. I think her absence gave the clearance for us to figure out how to move forward. And that provided the space for a lot of honesty. We did have tense moments and some back and forths, but yeah, we are in a good place. The Tylers and I are cool. I wouldn't consider them friends. They probably wouldn't consider me friends, but when we see each other, we greet each other. We do our best to support each other. We're in a good, solid space. We're cordial. I'm cordial with Joy and Clifton as well. I'm getting to know them. I don't know them all that well. I didn't have beef with them really, but we're cordial. I'm probably getting to know Ashley the best, and we really do text and hang out. outside of the show.
I'm
So
so
what you
happy to hear
guys,
that.
yeah,
Because I
what you,
always felt season one
yeah.
that you two would be a dynamic duo with one another if y'all could just get past that initial dinner scene that happened season one, because y'all are hilarious together. And I can see in the next 10 episodes, if that's part of what was filmed, you two really getting a kiki with each other. And Sherelle added to that, that's just gonna be just funny.
We have a good time the next 10 episodes for sure. And I think the fans are they're gonna enjoy seeing this all unfold. So I would definitely say her. Now Sherelle is not even probably, she's definitely my closest friend on the show. We have a real genuine friendship. That's my girl. We love each other. She was actually just spending the night over my house a couple nights ago. Um,
Oh,
so her daughters spent the night last weekend with my daughter. Like we genuinely have a real friendship. And so it's been a much different dynamic for me this season, which has made it a much healthier space for me to coexist in. So
yeah.
do I mind filming with this group? Absolutely not. It's been a pleasant journey for me. It started off tumultuous, which it couldn't have started off any other way, honestly, because we weren't coming in on a good foot. But as the season progressed, it definitely got better and better, and things are solid. I literally have enjoyed filming season 2 with this group. They've been fun. I think it's been nice getting to know everybody a little bit better, and it's nice to have this type of working environment. Do we still bicker and argue? Absolutely, but
Yeah.
it's not nearly to the level to which it was season 1 for me. So yeah, I don't mind it.
I'm happy to hear that, because one of my favorite scenes from the first half of this season was when you had your music debut and everybody came to support. Let me tell you something, honey, because I don't know if you know, but on my channel, I do confessional fashion killer reviews on
Okay.
all of the shows. So I critique you guys' confessional looks,
Okay.
and you slayed some. Now, some I one or two I didn't like, but majority of them you slayed. But that look
Thank you.
from that night with the hair and the outfit, I was like, you better come on, Winter. I went up for you in that
Thank
episode.
you.
Your
Listen,
glam was on point.
yes.
I was like, yes, you better serve the girls, the gutter
They
Barbies.
they killed it that night. It was like, I hate to, it was like a world reintroduction for
It
me.
really
And I
was.
really felt like this is how you come out and this is how you step out. They killed it. That was my first time working with my stylist, and she understood the assignment.
She did.
But that coupled with my dream team, Corey and Jeff never gets it wrong, in my opinion. I don't care what anybody else has to say, but they always know what to do because I'm very safe, and they tend to push me outside of
Mm-hmm.
my comfort zone. I can probably hands down tell you, out of this, like the first 10 that you guys have seen, my least favorite was the black with the updo. I didn't love that look at all, but it was what it was.
Yeah.
Um, my favorite though was the green and the pony. Those were my two favorite
Yes. The
looks
pony
from
was so
the
cute.
first 10. But when I tell you we get better and better,
Oh, I can't wait.
we kills it the second half. I can't wait. But I've lost so much weight between when I started and when I finished. You gradually see that transition as I film the show. By the end of the episode, y'all are like, this Joker is something else. But there's a couple of looks where I'm just like, I didn't even recognize myself. It just looked so drastically different, but it is a vibe. There are two, there's a red and a white.
Okay.
There's a
I'm
red,
excited.
favorite of the whole season, literally.
Oh, I'm so
Absolutely,
excited.
absolutely stunning. I told them, I said, who knew I could look like this? But
Girl, you're gorgeous.
no, I'm
Gorgeous.
telling you, they killed these looks. So I'm excited for you to critique. But yeah, Romancipation was an excellent night. I wish you guys could have seen more, but
That
it
decor was everything. I went up
phenomenal.
for it. They did a
Phenomenal.
phenomenal job. It was so beautiful because I'm always looking at that stuff when I'm watching you guys' episodes. But I want to ask you this question. This is one of the questions that the T Squad had, but this is something that I personally want to know. So as far as the Sharella and Black and Joy situation, what do you make of all that? Because when I was reviewing this season, I really truly didn't understand why Joy had such an issue with Sharella. She didn't do anything. Like, so I
Right.
didn't understand why I don't want to be around her. I don't want her around me, and the snarkiness and being mean and passive. I didn't really understand that at all.
I still don't understand it. If
Okay,
I'm
so it's not
being
just me.
honest, no, I don't. And I think the challenge that I have with it is that it's so old.
That's another thing. I'm like, huh?
It's so old, Keisha. Like, I'm like, yo, really? I couldn't imagine reheating a 10-year-old beef.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's just I don't understand it. I don't believe she really has a personal issue with Sherelle. I don't. But the Black of it all is complicated. It continues to be complicated.
Oh Lord Jesus.
It just does. It continues to be complicated. And I try to stay as neutral as I can because honestly, y'all, I don't have a dog in this fight.
Yeah, you don't know.
It has nothing to do with me. I love Black and Sherelle. I'm cool with Joy. I have thoughts about it all, which I share in the next 10 episodes. But yeah, I don't understand. I think I wish people would learn to really forgive and move forward because let me hush because I don't want to say too much and then my producer called me and be like, girl, you told too much. Let me hush.
Okay.
I get into my issue with it and why I feel like it's a problem.
Okay.
There are some things that occur in the second half that are even more hella explosive than the first half. Let me just say that.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
Y'all
Oh,
honestly
Lord.
thought that Christmas party was a mess.
It gets worse than that. And what was your take when you saw that? Because you weren't there that night.
God, I was absent. And let me just put it out there, I'm absent at the next fiasco. So
Dang it, winner.
I don't want nothing to do with that because, being the quote unquote villain, if
You
that's
weren't
what
the villain.
and I
No.
wasn't.
Mm-mm.
I'm in a new transition of my life. I really am not in a non-peaceful place. So I don't want to be in places that lack peace.
Well, there you go. There you
And
go.
I don't mind missing those moments. I know people from the reality TV world might say, well, girl, you don't want to miss the drama. But, when you're trying to disconnect from a narrative that people have put you in this messy box, it's like,
Yeah.
you can't call me messy if I'm not around the mess.
Bingo.
So you're going to have to figure out another angle. And so I love that for me. It puts me in a very unique position, though, because I'm absent. You guys I'm putting this out there as a hint of moving forward.
Okay.
Be very mindful that I'm absent.
Okay.
Because it positions me differently in this group.
Right.
All I can say.
Okay.
And then it'll make sense as things unfold.
So what did you think when you saw that episode with them getting into it? Well, let me ask you this. How did you feel when you saw that Ashley had told Alicia that they were in fact already married? Do you think she was wrong for that?
Yeah, because her reason for telling it, unfortunately, was not from a pure place.
Mm-hmm.
It's one thing to let it slip if you're just having girl talk, but she literally said, I'm upset.
Yeah.
So I told it. So that's unfortunately that's nobody. Listen, there are people that I don't rock with anymore. I'm still holding space and confidence for. I would never divulge things that they have shared with me in confidence, even though I don't rock with them no more, because that's more of a reflection of my character than it is theirs.
Yeah.
And so that is what I hated for the situation with Ashley. And we largely saw the audience turn on her as a result of that.
Mm.
Because up until then, I would, with confidence, say that Ashley and I were fan favorites last season.
Yeah.
Very clear. It now shifted to where at this point, I would largely say I'm a fan favorite.
I mean, that's the God's honest truth. It really honestly is.
Yeah, I'm a fan's favorite, along with a lot of people rock with the Tylers. But even Carlos will say Winter has a large fan base. That is not news to anyone. But that made it uneven because of how she showed up. And people saying, Ashley, you know, I rock with you, but I can't even support that move. That just wasn't right, because you shouldn't just tell people secrets.
Yeah,
which
when you're mad.
said, keep this in confidence. All that to say, I've addressed this publicly. You can go see it on my IG page. I'm gonna repeat it again. I actually hold them both at fault for the Christmas party, because with Joy and Clifton, Joy, if you and Clifton had a game plan to keep this secret, don't tell nobody but you and Jesus. Period.
Yeah,
and I'm not. Oh, go ahead.
I know. I was just saying during my reviews, I was saying that she has to take responsibility for opening her mouth to a person that you just started to have a friendship with. You don't tell somebody something so dire that you don't even really know like that. So she had to take responsibility for that as well. And I want to ask you, how do you feel about the fact that they tried to keep that a secret when you're on a reality show and you're supposed to be showing your reality?
Nope, not acceptable.
Okay.
I'm not saying it's their business to tell. They grown, but we know we sign up for. Mm-hmm. And if I can get on these national TVs in the US of the United States and tell all about my foolery with, you know,
with that man,
and be honest and transparent about the mistakes that I made, the cues. Come on, I took a beating publicly.
Yeah, you did.
I did. Mm-hmm. But I was honest. The one thing people will never be able to say about Winter is that she doesn't bring her truth. You guys get 100% of my life 100% of the time. I don't lie. I don't manipulate about anything. I give it. It is as it is as it is.
Yeah.
That should be the rule across the board. So there should have been a conversation before they signed to come on to this show. That's my opinion. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Yeah.
All that to say, it wasn't Ashley's right to share, because she was told to keep it in confidence. But at that Christmas party, I hold Joy responsible because she has not communicated to the owner of the home that she's decided to come to the owner of the home's house.
Yeah. And so did she actually walk in and not speak? Is that what really happened, or was it edited to look that way?
I believe that's exactly as it happened.
Oh, okay. All righty then. Ooh.
Now, I believe that Joy claims she didn't see her, but you know you're in somebody's house. You can't make excuses for that. That's like going into the White House and not speaking to the president.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
you just don't do it. Like, unless he's in a meeting, unless he busy, unless he dead, you need to speak to the people that it's just as good manners. So for that, it's like, if you weren't going to come and immediately go find her and say, hey, first of all, let me back up. No, you don't come until you pick up a phone or you text and say, hey, I know I haven't communicated on whether or not I'd be attending your Christmas party, but I've decided to attend. Or you could have group chat like we often do. We have plenty of group chats between this cast.
Okay.
She could have group chatted with her, and, you know, Ashley and Arena in a group chat and say, hey, ladies, I'm going to be at the Christmas party tonight. I just want to give you a heads up. That's just good manners and being cordial and saying, hey, I'm going to do my part. And Ashley at that point could have said, hey, you're welcome to still come, or no, you know, have to stay out my house. Like, you give her the benefit of the doubt. Now, I know Jamie has defended Joy and said, you know why she was there. Production said she had to be there. And I said, I can't allow it, because we're never forced to do any scene.
Yeah, I was just going to say, because Carlos has vehemently said that on his podcast and on his YouTube channel, that he doesn't force you all to do anything.
No. Absolutely not. We're not forced to do it. So she could have declined. But I think the woman thing to do, the grown woman thing to do, would have just been to message Ashley. And I've had that happen to me. And I gave this example that when I went to the cast trip last season, and I didn't know Kevin was going to be at that cast trip, Monique called me ahead of time and gave me a heads up on my way to that cast trip and said, Winter, just so you know, he might be here tonight.
Okay. 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 Okay.
See what I'm
Okay.
saying? So it
Yeah.
doesn't interrupt real life. So there was an opportunity for her to do that.
Yeah.
Now, Ashley, you also don't want to act a fool in your own home.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
don't want to act, you got guests. You don't want to act a fool in your own home. Probably was alcohol involved, which heightened the situation as well. By the same token, who cares who brought who on this show? We all still getting a check.
Yeah, that was a bit much when she went there. It felt to me like I'm wrong, but I'm gonna put it back on you to make me not as much as the villain. And then it was shocking to see her and Irena, get into an argument because it went kind of, and I said this in my reviews, it was very high schoolish. Like, you went after her, not after me. It was like, come on, people. Like, how old are we? Like, it was really silly. And I hated to see that for Ashley in season 2, because even I gave her a hard time for season 2 because it was a lot of like petty, childish stuff to me. And well, unfortunately, I was already filming, so I don't think she got the chance to see herself. So I don't know how it's gonna play out for next half of the season. I don't know. So I don't know. Hopefully it'll make for great television and she'll be able to see herself and get it together. But yeah, you came off really well for me season 1 and season 2. I even said in my finale video for this first half that you were the most valuable player. I feel like you really came in, showed up, did your job, was funny, was beautiful. You got in the mix. You didn't do team too much. Like, it was perfect. It was perfect. So next question is from Ashley 80s Baby. Is she open to getting married again to Yusha, maybe? And what is her relationship like with Joy?
I am open to getting married again. I ain't putting nobody's name in that slot because that slot has to be vetted out very thoroughly. And my time is precious. So yeah, I am open, but no hurry. Well, no hurry, but I would like to have one more child. So then there's that. So
you do?
I do. I would love to have at least 1 or 2 more, but I'm 41, so there's a little bit of a window there. My cutoff is 45. So if I don't get married by 45, I ain't having no kids. But preferably, that's a lot of time to kind of vet and figure out who I want to be with for the rest of my life. So
yes, it is.
But yeah, I cannot put his name in that slot. That would just wise. No. And my relationship with Joy is very cordial. I don't dislike Joy. Joy and I, actually, you guys saw that. We get along very well. You will continue to see us get to know each other next 10 episodes. And I will go on the record and say, y'all, I absolutely suck at keeping up with people outside of the show. It's not intentional, but when I say booked and busy has gone to a different type of level this season of my life, it's just different. And so I have not done the best with keeping up with Joy, and I will take the responsibility on that. So I'm working on that. In fact, they have something coming up next Wednesday. I'm going to go support the Tylers and the Pettys at their event. But yeah, I need to reach out to her. I owe her a reach out, but we're cool. We're cool. We get along well.
I'm so happy you just said that, because that's one of the things that's going on right now in Love and Marriage Huntsville with Melody and what's the child name? Stormy, with the whole "you didn't call me." And I'm like, people don't understand, when you're in this industry, you're busy. You don't have time, let alone to take a nap, then sit on the phone and talk to somebody. Like, I don't think people understand it. And then with what you all do, you need to decompress from that and walk away for a minute, because that's a lot to go into scenes with people and don't know how people gonna come at you. You might argue with somebody might bring something up on you. Like, you just don't ever know. It's a high pressure environment to be in. Like, once the cameras wrap, I'll see y'all in a few months. Like, people don't get that.
Yes. And you do have to decompress, but that has not been the nature of my life. I got a new publicist. I've never had a publicist before, and literally he has me everywhere. Like, this is not
That's another thing, working and doing events and interviews, and y'all trying to get to the bag. Like, you got to strike while the iron is hot.
That part. And we are definitely working. I have a performance this weekend for Indie Fashion Week here in DC. So yeah, it's what it is. I always tell people charge to my head and not my heart. It's not my heart, but it's just the nature of where things are. So yeah,
Yeah,
we'll definitely catch up next week. But yeah, we're cool. Joy and I have no issue, no beef.
good. Chai C says, how does she feel about the relationship between Sharella and Ashley? Does she think it's a true friendship?
I think, yeah, they have a lot of history. I think it's a true friendship. I think it hasn't been as deep and connected in recent years, and I think they both own that. But I think this show has given them opportunity to kind of rebuild and rekindle whatever that friendship was. But yeah, I think definitely it's real. They go way, way back. You guys will see that as the season progresses as well. Like they really do know each other very well.
Okay, and I think the reason why she asked that it was because one of those episodes when Joy revealed that they were talking about her, making fun of her hair or something like that. And so people were like, okay, so that's not really something that a friend does, talking about somebody, behind their back and making fun of them.
I would feel a way about that if I didn't know Ashley and Sherelle.
Okay, good.
They talk mess to each other.
Okay.
These are the friend groups that walk around college calling each other as be this and be that. And I don't participate because I just don't like speaking to women like that. But that is very much their friendship and they understand it. So it would not be uncommon for her to call her hair out. And we laugh about that wig and that scene so much. It is a joke amongst our personal friend group. Like Sherelle and I are a part of a personal friend group. We literally were all just together 3 hours ago. Like we literally spent a lot of time together and we talked about that wig. Like
Yeah,
it's just what it
I'm
is.
sorry, but I compared it to Michael Jackson from The Wiz. I was like, no, no, don't do that no more. She's so pretty. She's so
She is.
gorgeous.
She comes with it as the season progresses. There's one look she has that is just flawless, and you guys will see it towards the end of the season. But yeah, she's aware. She did not take that personally. And there was some things that were said that she addressed with Ashley one-on-one, and they had to work those things out. But they are real friends and
Okay.
will actually pick up the phone and call each other to work through it. So yeah, they're good.
And you let her know I would love to interview her. I love her personality.
Absolutely.
So Estella Mack says, I love Love and Marriage DC. You and Ashley seem to have formed a friendship now that she's leaving the show. She had put that out there a few weeks ago that she's
And I
done.
texted her about that.
Is she really done, or is she just in her feelings
I
that day?
don't know, but after I saw her post that, I texted her. I said, honey, you will not leave me to contend with Ray Ray. Absolutely not. I refuse.
Not Ray Jesus.
Ray Ray. Ray Ray and Blizzard, honey. We do not see eye to eye.
It's just like
Arena and Winter are good. We literally get along. That's what people saw season 1. Arena and Winter are good, but Ray Ray and Blizzard, baby, listen.
Not Ray and Blizzard.
I'm
Not
telling you, Ray Ray and Blizzard is not the mix. It's just not.
how when Bobbiana get the Bobby in.
I could literally slap that bob clear off her head. Like Ray Ray works my last. This is nothing I haven't said to her. She knows. Ray Ray literally wears on my edges. Like I cannot deal with her. Oh, but Arena's cool. Arena's a sweetheart, but Ray Ray, child, I said, you cannot leave me to contend with Ray Ray. You're gonna have to figure that out. Like, take a break, go on vacation, do something. But no, ma'am. I'm not gonna be able to do it.
Let me ask you this. When the topic came up this season from the Quicks that they felt like Jamie might have a drinking problem, and from what you saw in this first season and this season, how do you feel about that?
We laughed about this because Ashley was like, if anyone probably has a drinking problem, it's probably me. Like, she always has a cocktail in her hand. But Jamie, he's so funny to me. I know he has his ways, but getting to know him, he's funny. Like he's my Twitter triplet. Me, Chris Bassett, and Jamie goes ham on people on Twitter. And I enjoy it because people just act a fool. And
Yeah.
sometimes I got time. Jamie's retired and we just tag team sometimes. But no, I don't think he has a drinking problem. Does he drink a lot when he drinks? Well, potentially.
Yeah.
But I'm not with him enough to be like, oh, well, he's drinking, every single day. If I was with him and I'm seeing him drink morning, noon, and night, then I would probably say, okay, yeah, maybe he does. But I don't see that. And when I see him, we're out having a good time, which most people are drinking and probably intoxicated. So I don't think so. I'm not gonna put that out there. But can he toss him back? Yes, he can.
Yeah.
But
And I don't think that he has a drinking problem either. I just think that he's one of those people that when he does get sauced up, he, start acting a fool. He needs to go sit down in the corner.
Anything's liable. There's something that happens in the second half that literally becomes a joke. Like, and it's from Jamie.
Oh Lord, is it worse when he fell down the steps?
It is hilarious.
Oh God.
It is funny, but we all to this day still make fun of it because it was just such a funny moment. But he was sauced when he said it. So
wow.
yeah, I mean, Jamie's gone, Jamie.
Yeah, because he played that fall down the step off. Because I was like, at this
Yeah.
age, and he's older than me, I know he was icing for a week or two. Child, I would have been in a wheelchair if I fell down them steps like that.
Oh man, that was funny. But yeah, that's this group is a drinking group. I mean, there's what it is.
You
I
don't
mean,
drink, do you?
I drink, but not. I'm very social and very light. I don't ever get. I
I
can't
don't drink at
tolerate
all.
it. Yeah, I can't tolerate it. And honestly, since I've been doing a lot of intermittent fasting, I can't tolerate it.
Ooh, no.
Yeah. So I really can't tolerate it. So, I'll have a cocktail with people. They make fun of me because they say I babysit my drinks. And I do. I'm just not a drinker like that. I didn't grow up drinking and I'm just never been a heavy drinker. I love my wine. But even that, like I said, with the fasting, I just can't tolerate alcohol that much. So I'm very light, but I'm not like that by any stretch of the imagination. They laugh at me. I'm the mediocre drinker and all things risque of the group for sure.
Yeah, my friends always come at me because I don't drink, period. And they be like, come on. I'll be like, no, not my thing. Tracy Chappell says, what is the one thing she wished they would have shown us more for more context?
Regarding what?
Like maybe something that you had going on that you wish they would elaborated on more, or something that happened in the show that should have been explained a little bit more or shown.
Yeah, hands down. The day after the Romancipation, I had a community event called Winter Wonderland. And unfortunately, due to the filming schedule and the Romancipation being such a big deal, they couldn't film it. I wish you guys had saw that. It was such a powerful moment. It was actually a Christmas gift event for children with incarcerated parents doing a life sentence.
Oh yes, that would have been wonderful to see.
We tried really, really hard to get that done, but like I said, I understood, but I really wish you guys would have seen that. I'm very active in the community. It's a huge part of what I do in the DC area. So I wish you guys would have saw that. I wish you guys would have saw my kids more. Yeah, so definitely I wish you guys had more context. You get more of that definitely the next 10 episodes. And I think I kind of carry the next 10 episodes. I kind of become the narrator and, carrier in some ways. I'm woven through a lot of the next 10 episodes.
Okay.
So,
do you all get to see the episodes before us, or do you watch it the same night? Oh, wow.
Watch it with y'all. So we don't know what makes what.
That's interesting. Okay. On the Rocks with Jada says, who is her favorite cast member from Love and Marriage Huntsville?
Dang. I love Kimmy.
Yeah.
I love Kimmy. I love her story. I think it is the most relatable. And she just seems very even. And I love even and balanced personalities.
Yes, it was a struggle for me to do her storyline because, I'm a breast cancer survivor. I was diagnosed in 2021 and I wrapped mine up in 2022. So then to see her going through that, it was just like, oh, it just brought back so much. So I understood exactly where her mindset was, what she was going through, and
Yeah.
to see her be so strong and a trooper. And I was just praying for her on the sidelines. But yeah, I
Yeah.
100% agree. She is like the glue to that group for me.
She's
People.
very solid. Yeah,
Hmm.
very, very solid. So I definitely would say Kimmy for sure.
Yeah. Braylon Lee says, what storylines are we not seeing that you think should be on camera?
That's a great question. I really wish you guys would have got to see more of the Duncans. Um,
Yeah.
I think they'll outshine it, but I hate that their storyline was wrapped up in the mess.
Yeah.
Um, because they have such a powerful story as a couple. They just really, honestly, are probably one of the stronger couples on this cast. Like just
Hmm.
well-rounded. Um, that's just my opinion. So I really wish that's something we would have seen the first 10.
Yeah.
Um, and then I really wish you guys got to see more of everybody's business.
Yeah.
That is something I feel like sometimes, probably with all of the cast members, it's just kind of hard to juggle schedules and shoot all the content that needs to be
Yeah.
shot. That can be hard. But yeah, I really wish you guys got to see more of our businesses because we all do so much. Like
Do.
so much. You guys do get to see the music, which is a new thing for me, but it's like I throw some pretty damn good events. I think the Romancipation was certainly an opportunity for people to see, like, okay, this girl can put on an event, but people don't realize that's actually something I've been doing for like almost the last decade. So,
Okay.
for me to put on a nice event or curate a nice event, which is actually something that I become known for this season. A lot of the things that I do are done at a very, very high level.
Yeah.
Um, and so you see that at the Romancipation, you're going to see that coming up in a few episodes. And then to end the season, you're going to see something else that I do at a very high level. So
Okay.
those are the things that I want people to see, but not just from the music, because the music isn't the only thing I do.
Right.
Um, so, I would love for you guys to see more of that. I think those are the things that draw viewers in and connect people to different parts of who we are. Especially being the single woman on the show, right? We've seen Winter be married, go through a divorce. Now she's coming out of that. What does it look like to rebuild your life as a woman who's no longer connected to a man, still aiming for the stars and achieving success? And I'm doing it. You know what I mean? Like I'm out here living it and doing it. And that can really be an inspiration to not just single women, but to moms. I got 4 kids.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, and successfully raised 2 to adulthood, but I'm still a mom. I'm still operating and running my businesses in addition to really chasing my dreams. I just got my first role in a movie. So thank
Congratulations.
you so much. But those are the things that I wish you guys really saw more of. Actually, everyone from production contacted me to congratulate me, but my executive producer was pissed. He said, how did we miss this? You singing the national anthem for.
Oh yeah, I saw that. You did so good too.
Thank you so much. I was like, well, it's just kind of the way it worked out. He said, well, there's always next season, and you better believe we're going to make sure that we get something. But, I want you guys to see more of that stuff. All of us have so much to offer. And I just wish we would capture more of that because the drama is great, but it kind of wears on you after a while. And
Yeah.
I just think, honestly, there can be drama within a drama. There's a lot going on right now. I'm sure production wishes that the cameras were rolling, but child, we's done for the season.
One thing that I will say that I love about Love and Marriage DC, especially season 2, was that I feel like your show is bringing more of the real life issues that go on between friends
Yes.
and family and parenting and romance and divorce and all of those things that we really connect with that a lot of the other reality shows aren't really showing. They're only showing the shade and the drama and the fighting. And I think that's why I gave you all A+ for this season, for the overall first half of this season, because I really connected and you all gave us a little bit of everything. And that's why I really loved the second season. The first season was good. Don't get me wrong. You all did a great job. But this first half of the season 2, it was just phenomenal from the first episode. And Carlos had retweeted my video. He was like, Keisha gave us an A+. He was so excited because I was just like, they got it. They got it, and they have gone with it. So if y'all just keep on doing what you're doing at this point, you have a hit show on your hands for sure that will be around for years and years to come. Lastly, we have from West South, who says, I have a few questions for you.
Okay.
Does she still talk to Monique? Let's do that first.
So things are as they were with Monique. We never really talked frequently before.
Yeah, you said that.
We were social friends. It's very much still that way.
Okay.
I saw her, we share a glam squad. So I saw her at their birthday party and we had an opportunity to really talk. Actually, I talked to her and Chris.
Okay.
We had a great conversation and we got a chance to really talk and discuss. And at that point is when I knew that, you know, they were doing this little trial separation, but also that they would possibly not return to the show. So I knew that before it was news, but it was not my business to share. And so at that point, I've done her radio show and she reached out and invited me to something they were having for the radio show. But we, you know, if we were to see each other, it's no beef, no drama whatsoever. Yeah, I mean, things are as they were. So that's where it is. I don't know.
Do you think she'll ever return, or you think it's a wrap? Okay, it's a wrap. Yeah, okay. How is her daughter doing with her boyfriend? Because you know your daughter was talking about marriage, child, and you was like, girl, if you don't shut up.
So this is the stuff where I know production is like, you have got to be kidding me. Oh shoot, can I say it? Damn it. Oh, I might not be able to say it.
Okay.
Okay. They're doing well.
Okay.
However,
I get it.
Transitions.
Okay.
In the second half of the season.
Okay.
But she is doing amazing.
Okay. I can figure that out. Okay. Did the show make your life better or harder?
Better.
You can tell by the smile on your face that it made things way better. Then somebody said, is the pay good and is it worth it?
Child, you got to remember your why. Remember your why. I think it is very important for people to realize you have to have strategy. Like you really need a strategy and a plan coming into reality TV and understand your why for doing it. And you need to have a reason for why you want to be on this type of platform, i.e. leveraging your brand, products, business, mission, whatever that looks like, because the pay is not there in the beginning, and rightfully so. If you're starting a new show, it takes time and momentum and all the things that go into advertising and supporting these, you know, shows for you to get the big bucks. And we are new, we're not there yet. So I just have to remember my why. That's what I tell myself.
It's coming. It's coming. And I think that's the thing that a lot of the viewers don't understand with new reality shows, that, they're not coming in getting the 6 figures and all of this type of stuff, but it will come. And when it comes and it'll be a great payoff.
And when you're on a smaller network, well, this is not Bravo.
No, it's not.
It's not Bravo.
And at one point, Bravo wasn't Bravo. People don't remember that.
Talk about it.
Been around from the beginning when it was the Being Bobby Brown and the 5 guys, you know, doing the makeovers when they didn't even really have that much content on their channel. And they were showing movies all day. So, you know, I think what Carlos is doing over there is really helping the network, and I'm loving all the shows that he is producing. I said it and I'll say it again, he needs to do a Love and Marriage St. Louis where I'm at. So tell him he needs to do a Love and Marriage St. Louis, child. And I'm gonna be a cast member because I need to find some love.
Oh, now.
And some marriage. But
Come
thank
on.
you so much, Winter,
Thank
for
you for having
talking with me again. It's so much a pleasure. I love and enjoy talking to you. Just keep
me.
up doing everything that you're doing.
Thank
God
you.
has his anointing on you and his favor on you. I can just tell that you are a genuinely good person. You're
Thank you.
funny and you're so articulate and beautiful and kind. So just keep being you and doing what you're doing, and all things will come to fruition for you, and all good things will come to you. I'm just so excited to see where this journey takes you.
Me too, Keisha. I appreciate it. I don't take it lightly. I really, really don't. So I consider it a privilege and an honor when you have me on this platform. So love and peace and happiness to you. Congratulations on the new home. I do
Thank
peep
you.
in. You're one of my faves. And so I do
Thanks.
peep in to kind of check in on my faves to see what they got going on outside of just being interviewed. So congratulations on the new home.
Thank you so much.
Love the decor in the back.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
So
Hard
yeah.
work pays off, child.
Yes, keep doing what you're doing. Love the channel. And so, yes, thank you for having me on, and shout out to your following and fans. Thank you guys for
Thank
even
you.
following the show. We appreciate the support. And I think, good or bad or indifferent, I tell people without the good, the bad, we would have no show. So thank you to everyone that even gives us 5 minutes of their time on a Saturday night. We, love and appreciate every single one of y'all. So thank y'all, and God bless every single one of y'all.
Yes. Do you have any idea of when the next half will be dropping, or no?
We don't know a definite date, but I'm going to guess sometime in the summer.
Okay. Okay. And let everybody know where they can reach you and what you have going on.
Oh, yes. Okay. So you can go to simplywinter.com. That is my website. You can shop merch, grab your Gutter Barbie tees. You can
How is
down.
the song doing, by the way?
I have no idea. I haven't had time to even check. I'm so serious. I have not looked at numbers, no downloads, no nothing. The song is actually getting ready to be like re-released. We made a couple of changes, but yeah, go download Gutter Barbies. Well, yes, go download Gutter Barbies. And then go buy your Gutter Barbie t-shirt. Go purchase, all the books that I have. I have a new book coming out. It's called The Single Housewife Affirmation Cookbook.
Okay.
So it is a mixture of affirmations and recipes. And so go pre-order your copy. If you're interested, I still run the Queen's Table Mentorship Program. I've actually started a Queen Fit workout accountability group that is completely free. So if you'd like to join me, you can go DM me on IG. I'll give you the sign up link, and you can meet with me twice a week so we can get this workout in and keep these bodies in shape. The Romancipation is coming up on the 29th of April. So if you're in the DMV or surrounding areas and would like to attend, you can purchase your ticket and come hang out and see me perform live at the Romancipation. But I'm going to be at a lot of events coming up. And just follow me on all social media, because it's something every single week, it seems, that's going on as far as like scheduling and things I've been booked for. So I'm Simply Winter on IG, Simply Winter on Facebook. I'm Simply Winter on Twitter, and then Simply Winter Official on YouTube.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So you guys go and support if you're in the DMV area for the Romancipation. And if you do go T-Squad, send me lots and lots of pictures, because I want to see the decor, because I loved the decor that you did. That red was just everything. I was gagging over it. Loved it. Well, thank you once again for joining me. You guys, make sure that you thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. You guys, I love you, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.